Good evening. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and staff of the Donegal School District, I would like to welcome you to the 62nd Annual Commencement Exercises for Donegal High School. At this time, I would ask you to remain standing and honor America as Donegal Senior Corey Landis will sing our national anthem. Please remove your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'll tell you what, why don't we just keep our hats off? That'll be a little bit easier to manage, and you may be seated. We will begin this evening's program with a series of student presentations. It is now my pleasure to present to you the president of the class of 2016, Miss Megan Kling. Megan?
Good evening. Parents, faculty, members of the board, guests, and fellow classmates. It is my honor to welcome you to the graduation of the Donegal High School class of 2016. It's an amazing accomplishment for each of us here today, and I am proud to share this moment with all of you. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to take the time to acknowledge those who have helped us achieve this moment. I would first like to thank Mr. Felix and all other administrators and staff who have worked tirelessly over the past few weeks to make tonight possible. I would also like to thank Dr. Ersprung, Dr. Lausch, and the members of the school board for their continued interest and support of Donegal and its students. Teachers, you have done your utmost over the past 4 years to ensure our success and promote personal and intellectual growth. On some days, we spend more time with you than with our parents, and we could not have asked for a more encouraging, enthusiastic, and empathetic group to spend our days with. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, thank you to our families. Parents, your constant reassurance has kept us grounded as we face dreaded keystones, final exams, the SAT, and tiny anxieties of everyday life. You might not have taught us the Pythagorean theorem or how possessive apostrophes work, but you've helped us grow into responsible and conscientious members of our communities, and we could not have made it here without your unyielding love and support. Thanks to the efforts of the aforementioned groups and individuals, the class of 2016 has achieved many amazing feats. Among us, there are decorated musicians, artists, performers, athletes, scholars, and tradespeople. And although each person is remarkable in his or her own right, what designates our class from others is our support for one another. As many of you know, Mr. Felix refers to the general attitude in our school as the Donegal mojo. And I can't help but think that at the end of the day, our unspoken union and appreciation for one another greatly contribute to that atmosphere. Our ability to band together as one tribe will hopefully inspire younger generations of Donegal students and illustrate the benefits of solidarity. To understand the character of the class of 2016, I think it is essential to recognize that we are potentially the most auspicious class in Donegal history. For those of us who live in Mount Joy, we made the move to Donegal Springs Elementary, now the primary school, in 2004, and were the first class to complete kindergarten through 5th grade in that building. Less than 10 years later, in 2012, the new Donegal High School opened its doors to us as we began our freshman year, and we were again the first class to move through a new building. Finally, the decision was made to build a new athletic facility, and here we are in 2016, the first students to grace the field of the beautiful new Donegal Athletic Complex. It is truly an honor to be a member of this class of firsts, and we have certainly worked hard through all of these firsts to carve our own paths and reach this moment. I'll close with a quotation from tech mogul and co-founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, from his commencement address to the Stanford University graduating class of 2005. Jobs remarked, quote, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary," end quote. I hope you remember your time at Donegal fondly, are brave enough to live according to yourself, and have the courage to continue to be first in whatever you may do in the future. Your time at Donegal High School will stand as a reminder of past friendships and successes, and will allow you the confidence and fortitude needed to pursue greatness as we move forward into this new chapter of our lives. Again, thank you all for coming, and congratulations to my fellow graduates.
At this time, our senior chorus members will present their senior song, "Hope You Dance," written by Tia Sillers, made famous by Leanne Womack. Tonight's arrangement is by Steve Hassinger. The chorus will be directed by Miss Megan Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the senior chorus members for 2016.
Let your fill to eat, but always keep that
At this time, I would like to present to you our student speakers. Our first speaker will be the valedictorian of the class of 2016, Miss Tess Fernald. I'm pleased to announce that Tess will attend Gettysburg College. Tess Fernald.
Friends, family, teachers, and classmates, it is my privilege to speak to you today. First of all, congratulations to those of you graduating this evening. It is a result of years of dedication and hard work. Secondly, thank you to the administration, the teachers, the parents, and everyone who has worked so hard to contribute to our education. We appreciate the guidance and the leadership you have shown to us throughout the years. In fact, we have been taught our whole lives to be leaders. It almost seems as if this is the #1 desired character trait in a student. In elementary school, it was the front of the line whenever we walked as a class to the library. Junior high, it was being able to pick teams for gym class cardio ball. In high school, the coveted spot was a sports team captain or the president of DPA. But now, as we graduate and leave this place, what exactly does leadership status entail? Does it always mean having that designated position at the head of a group or organizing a complicated project? The definition of a leader is a person who commands a group, organization, or country. Let's face it, most of us will never be president. But there is more to a leader than its definition lets on. By nature, a leader is someone who influences those around him or her. Whether they want to or not, people will change their way of thinking and even their behavior as they spend time around their friends, their family, or their coworkers. With this kind of impact, each of us needs to carefully consider how we act around those we might influence. And acting doesn't just mean what other people see you do. It also means how you interact with them, whether or not you are willing to help, and how much you care for them. Abraham Lincoln once said, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace." As much as he might have wanted to create a peaceful term for himself, Lincoln did not allow the Union to be sacrificed for his own comfort or popularity. Instead, he gave of his time, his energy, and the lives of his loyal soldiers to keep the Union together. Through great personal loss, ultimately resulting in his death, Abraham Lincoln succeeded in liberating thousands of slaves and reuniting America. The life of this well-known president serves as an excellent example of service and leadership. Like Lincoln, we should be aware of what our position in life, whether large or small, requires, thinking in particular about the people we have the opportunity to serve. The word servant often has a bad connotation. You might picture poverty, little personal freedom, or never-ending work without satisfaction. However, it is just a word that means to put other people before yourself. This is definitely easier said than done, considering our natural tendency to want to be first. Yet in spite of this, the greatest way someone can lead by example is to serve those around him or her. You will see that the people with whom you come into contact enjoy the acts of kindness you show them. We all love to be treated well, whether it is through someone's sacrifice of time or by his or her thoughtfulness in general. It is especially nice when the person in charge is willing to bring himself to your level to talk to you. In his book, Good to Great, Jim Collins shows how many successful business CEOs behave as common men. One CEO in particular, Darwin Smith, spent his time with working-class citizens such as plumbers and electricians. According to Collins, when Darwin Smith was asked to describe his management style, Smith, dressed unfashionably like a farm boy wearing his first suit bought at JCPenney, just stared back from the other side of his nerdy-looking glasses and replied, "Eccentric." No one would have known this man was a successful business leader by just looking at him. Despite his appearance and aura, Smith was in a position that allowed him to influence many workers beneath him, and he chose to do it the thankless way, in humility. But what we need to remember is that the thankless way is not always the bad way, and it's never thankless in the end. Even if we don't receive much recognition as the leader of an activity, an organization, or even a business, the people we've influenced are benefiting nevertheless from the guidance we've shown them, and that is what's important. They will probably even go out of their way to thank you for your work, and they will appreciate it even more because you served them without demanding personal credit. The perfect model of servant leadership is found in Jesus Christ. Even though he was God, he came to the earth to save sinners, devoting his entire earthly life to service through physical healing, teaching, and most importantly, rescuing souls for eternity. Christ's example shows how important it is to put others before ourselves. If he, of all people, showed this kind of love to us, then we should also strive to serve those around us in humility. Being humble is an especially important quality of a servant leader. When you think about a traditional servant, you probably picture someone who is hired to work in a certain household and who is instructed to care for the house, the property, or the people who live there. The servant is honored just by completing the tasks assigned to him or her. There is no need for approval because serving is his or her responsibility. When we sacrifice things to help the people around us, we should be rewarded with the knowledge that we are contributing to their welfare, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Instead of bringing to mind destitution and hardship, the word servant signifies prosperity, and servant leadership, unassuming strength and integrity. Being deprived of the proper recognition for a leadership position can actually help to put us in the right mindset, reminding us of the real purpose of leadership, which is to lift each other up and encourage one another. So now I encourage all of you to commit yourselves to serving the people that exist in your personal life, whether they are your family, your friends, or your acquaintances. And to remember that whenever you are in the position to lead, to do so with grace and humility. Thank you.
Our second speaker this evening will be the salutatorian of the class of 2016, Mr. Peter Rankin. Peter will attend Juniata College. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Rankin.
Good evening, everyone. I've titled my piece, How to Write a Graduation Speech. You see, there's often an expected formula to a graduation speech, and it is up to the writer to add their own style to make it either a speech for the ages or one everyone forgets as soon as it's finished. It begins, of course, with step one. Because the stadium seems tense and no one really knows what to expect, it's probably best to break the ice with a joke. It's not a funny joke, especially because it's been rehearsed. But hey, you're 18, and everyone in the audience feels bad for you and laughs nervously anyways. For example, did you hear the one about the whale in high school? His teachers pushed him so hard to be a straight-A student, but he could just never seem to rise above sea level. Pause for awkward laughter. Following the awkward laughter, you move quickly into step two. This is where you start to transition into your speech with a reference to a cheesy inspirational quote from a vaguely famous person. Like this one. As Kermit the Frog once said, "It ain't easy being green." You see what I did there? You know, because we're Donegal, we're green, yeah. Make a note of this quote, as you'll tie it back in later towards the end, but just kind of forget about it for now. As you transition into step three, you realize, hey, it couldn't hurt to score a few last-minute brownie points. So right here's a good place for a sports metaphor to appease Mr. Felix. We've reached the end zone. We finished the home stretch. We knocked it out of the park. And we scored the game winner at the buzzer. Mr. Felix, you're welcome. On to step four. It's time to play everybody's favorite game, the Wheel of Cliches. Reach for the stars. Follow your dreams. Your future is bright. We're off to new places, but we'll always cherish the memories. Spin the wheel, make your choice. Ah yes, high school memories, just what I wanted. A lunch. The hallway. Football, yeah. English class. That fight, you know, that one. And of course, who could forget the parking lot? But in all seriousness, tonight is a celebration and a remembrance of these past years. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm looking at you, Keystones. Whether you take away bountiful memories of your time in high school, or you slept through most of it, whether you were a jack of all trades who just had to participate in every club, or you found your niche in just one or two, whether you were an athlete, an artist, a writer, a dancer, a gamer, a singer, an actor, a friend, a student, a socialite, or just someone who didn't know who he or she was. Take a moment to reflect on all the experiences that we will now carry with us into our future. Speaking of the future, that brings us to step 5. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You're almost finished with your speech and you haven't even broken down into tears. Yet. Now, you just have to clear the final obstacle. Talking about the future. Sorry, I had to put on my sunglasses because everybody's future looks so bright, it's kind of blinding. Oh, wait. No, that's just the sun's reflection, never mind. Now, I could stand up here and tell you that the future looks bright, or everything's going to turn out fine. But really, I have no idea what the future holds for any of us. I'd love to guarantee that we'll all be uber successful, but there's only about one thing I can guarantee, and that is, at certain points, life will be rough. It's not always going to be easy. And when those days come, I implore you to heed this one piece of advice. Treat others as you want to be treated, and I mean that sincerely. Maybe you're having a bad day, or a week, or a month, and life just isn't going your way. And there's just that one person who's constantly getting on your nerves. Well, you know, for all you know, that person could be going through the worst day, week, or month of their life. So instead of acting irritated or becoming angered, show them just a bit of kindness. A simple smile or friendly hello can make that person's whole day or week or even their whole month. Remember when you're out there going wherever it is that you are, that we're all just people, and we're all trying to find our place in the world. It takes no extra effort on any of our parts to show a little kindness, because kindness brings people together instead of breaking them apart. You never know just how far that simple smile or hello can go. So yes, the future is uncertain, but we have control over our attitudes and our actions. And who knows, maybe those are what will make all the difference. All right, cool, finally. After all of that, you've managed to reach step 6. By this point, you should have been able to lull a majority of the audience to sleep, so it's safe to assume that it's about time to wrap it up. Now's the time to tie in that vague quote you made at the beginning. You know, Kermit wasn't wrong. It ain't easy being green. That's why only the best of us have the privilege to have called ourselves Donegal Indians. Thank you.
Next, it is my pleasure to present several academic awards to our graduating seniors. Assisting me will be Assistant Superintendent for the Donegal School District, Dr. Michael Lausch. Our first award, the Mount Joy Rotary Club Valedictorian Award. This award is presented to the highest ranking student in the class in scholarship. The recipient is Tess Fernald. Congratulations, Tess. Our next award will be the Mountjoy Lions Club Salutatorian Award. This award is presented to the student second highest in scholastic rank. The recipient, Peter Rankin. Congratulations, Peter. The Mountjoy Rotary Club Career and Technology Valedictorian Award. The Career and Technology Valedictorian Award is presented to the graduating senior who ranks first scholastically at the Career and Technology Centers and has exhibited qualities of leadership and service. The recipient is Courtney Stout. Congratulations, Courtney. The VFW Post 5752 of Mountjoy Career and Technology Salutatorian Award. This is presented annually by the VFW to the graduating senior who ranks second scholastically at the Career and Technology Centers. The recipient, Brandy Wisman. Congratulations. Our next award is the Madeline G. McDaniel Memorial Award. This award is given in honor and memory of Madeline McDaniel, who was the grandmother of Morgan and Abigail Lay. Morgan and Abigail graduated number 3 and number 4, respectively, in the Donegal High School class of 1994. This award is presented to the senior who has the 3rd highest grade point average in the graduating class. The recipient is Lauren Brubaker. You got it. Congratulations, Lauren. Our next award is the Kemp Zangari Humanitarian Award. Kemp Zangari was my friend and my mentor. He was a social studies teacher at Donegal High School for 24 years. This award is based upon the life Kemp lived, which exemplified honesty, kindness, and compassion. This award is given to a student who best reflects these qualities and who will attend a 4-year institution of higher learning. The recipient is Rachel Keener. Congratulations, Rachel. The Donegal Foundation Healthcare Scholarship. The mission of the Donegal Foundation is to promote and enrich the educational, cultural, athletic, health, and wellness opportunities of the students and residents of the Donegal community. The foundation originated in 1991 with an endowment from the Norlenco Medical Association. As a result of this endowment, each year, the foundation awards scholarships to seniors who plan to pursue post-secondary education related to the healthcare field. This year, there are 2 awards. The recipients are Lydia Brubaker and Samantha Stoner. Lydia has got there. Congratulations, girls. The Donegal Foundation STEM Scholarship. This scholarship is available to students interested in pursuing post-secondary education related to the fields of science, technology, engineering, or math. STEM. The selection is made by the Donegal Foundation Scholarship Committee. This year, the recipient is Amelia Rhodes. The Donegal Foundation Community Service Scholarship. This scholarship recognizes a student who has actively served their community by volunteering of their time and talents throughout their high school years. This year, the recipient is Brittany Brown. Congratulations, Brittany. The M. Susan Foley Anderson Scholarship. Mrs. Foley Anderson was an art teacher in the Donegal School District. The scholarship created in her memory is available to a student interested in pursuing post-secondary education, primarily in an art-related discipline, and secondarily in elementary education. The recipient is Nicole Chrysler. Congratulations, Nicole. We will continue with some guest presenters who will present awards. Our first of those is Mr. Michael Szymanski, who will present the GlaxoSmithKline Biological Scholarships. Mr. Szymanski.
Good evening, graduates. My name is Michael Szymanski, and I am the site director of the GSK Marietta facility, and I am very pleased to represent GSK Vaccines at tonight's ceremony. The Marietta facility, which was founded in the late 1800s, is believed to be the oldest continuously operated vaccines manufacturing site in the world. We are proud to be part of the GSK Vaccines organization, which produces over 30% of the world's vaccines, as we strive to fulfill GSK's global mission of helping people to do more, feel better, and live longer. Recipients of our scholarship awards are not determined solely based on an applicant's completion of the specified minimum criteria of an application, an essay, a personal interview with a panel of school administrators, completion of school and community service work, and a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.35. Instead, We strive to recognize applicants who exemplify our global mission of helping people to do more, feel better, and live longer, and have a passion for making a difference in their community. This year, we are pleased to be able to award 2 scholarships to graduating seniors. The first, a $1,000 scholarship award, is presented to Austin Stamen. The second award is a $3,000 scholarship award. On behalf of the entire staff at GSK Vaccines in Marietta, I am honored to present this $3,000 award scholarship to Lydia Brubaker.
Thank you, Mr. Szymanski. Our next presenters will be Mrs. Sharon Boyer, Mrs. Rebecca Luckenbaugh, and Mrs. Carol Whitman. Together, they will present the Kathleen A. Huffnagel Memorial Scholarship in memory of their sister.
Kathleen Ann Huffnagel, our sister, was a graduate of Donegal High School and went on to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in English at Elizabethtown College. She returned to Donegal High School to share her love of the English language with her students.
While at Donegal, she not only taught classes but worked with both the Tribe News and the yearbook. This cash award, given by the family, managed by the Donegal Foundation, is presented to a graduating senior who will be pursuing a degree in English education, journalism, library sciences, or communications.
The candidate will be selected on the basis of academic merit, citizenship, and community service. This year's winner is Megan Kling. Sorry.
Our next guest presenter will be Mrs. Pam Kaler. Pam will present the J. M. Kaler Memorial Scholarship.
The J. Kaler Memorial Scholarship is presented in memory of Jay Kaler, who taught 4th grade at Riverview Elementary School for 31 years. Mr. Kaler also had a love for teaching tennis. He was a volunteer coach for the girls' tennis team for 11 years. He stressed the importance of doing your best each time you walk on the court. This scholarship is given to a member of the Donegal girls' tennis team who plans to pursue a postgraduate degree for a minimum of 2 years. The recipient should possess the following qualities: strong work ethic, commitment, and good sportsmanship. This award was made possible by donations to the J. Kaler Memorial Fund that is managed by the Donegal Foundation. The award is $1,500. This year, there are 2 award winners. It is my honor to present the scholarship award to Alyssa Fry and Sylvia Garner.
Each year, Donegal High School is a host to foreign exchange students. And each year, they are presented with a flag that is actually flown over the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., and sponsored by our congressman. I would ask these foreign exchange students to please come to the stage. Andrea Bosia, Marlene Isabella Ross, and Veronica Prokopova. They're all the same. Congratulations. Our next presenters will be Mr. Jeffrey Furman and Mrs. Susan Height. Together, they will present several awards as representatives of the Donegal Education Association.
Education Association is offering $1,000 grants to 4 deserving students in the senior class. The award was based on achievement, need, and aspirations. This year's winners are Richard Farmer, Tess Fernald, Rachel Keener, and Samantha Stoner.
Our next award is the Mary Ann Kesey Memorial Scholarship. For over 35 years, Mary Ann Kesey taught mathematics to students at Donegal High School. Mary Ann more than taught students. She inspired them to do their best and was a role model for them all as well. She promoted the importance of math education to all and encouraged students to pursue careers that included mathematics. It is in this spirit that this $1,000 scholarship is awarded to a student who plans to attend a 4-year college or university majoring in a field of study where mathematics is a prominent part of the curriculum. Such majors would include, but are not limited to, mathematics education, mathematics, engineering, actuarial science, etc. This year's winner is Caden Godsey.
final scholarship from the Donegal Education Association is given to a college-bound senior who has exhibited a dedication to the total education process. This award was made possible by the generosity of Ruth Gantos, a former Donegal High School social studies teacher. This scholarship is in the amount of $2,000 and is awarded this year to Brittany Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Furman and Mrs. Height. Mr. Overlander, Dr. Ersprung, school board members, faculty members, parents, relatives, and honored guests. At this time, it is my great privilege to present to you the class of 2016. As I begin my presentation, I'd like to recognize 4 groups who have been instrumental in preparing our school and our graduates for this evening. Please hold your applause. First and foremost, my faculty and the faculty of the Donegal School District for all you have done to teach, to guide, to mentor, and to promote our graduates. Second, my office manager, Mrs. Kathy Kozer, and the high school office staff for their efforts in preparing and organizing the details for tonight's program. Third, Mr. Mark Heckerman, Mr. Morgan Taylor, and the entire Donegal School District's maintenance and custodial crew, who have worked tirelessly to prepare this new facility for this evening. And last, but certainly not least, the high school administrative team, Associate Principal Mr. John Haldeman, Assistant Principal Mrs. Melissa Swar, Athletic Director Mr. Ron Kennedy, and former Assistant Principal and now the Principal of the Donegal Primary School, Mr. Christopher Miller. I'm blessed in that there is not a finer administrative staff anywhere. Would you please join me in a round of applause for these groups? This year's class is the 62nd class to graduate from Donegal High School. Many of you were born in 1997 and 1998. The world was a little different now than it is now. Many of you have parents who graduated from this school in the 80s. They too wore green and white. That makes all of you something very special. To the class of 2016, be proud of what you have done and what you have meant to our school. As I gathered my thoughts for tonight's program and reflected on the class of 2016, I paged through this year's Emerald, the name of the Donegal High School yearbook. I read the farewell from the class of 2016. Your class is a class of firsts and lasts, as you've already heard. You're the first class to have spent all 4 years in the new Donegal High School. You were the last class to finish your elementary years at either Donegal Springs, Maytown, or Riverview elementary schools. You are the first class that never attended the old Donegal High School building. And tonight, you'll be the first class to graduate from this beautiful new stadium, and nobody can take that away from you. You have learned what it means to be an Indian, and you have spent your 4 years as part of the tribe. Let us just reflect on that idea, what it means to be an Indian. It means you can hear your student section a mile away. Tuesday is class color day, Wednesday is multiples day, Thursday is throwback day, and Friday is green and white day, the best day of the year. It means your ears ring for 30 minutes after a pep rally. It means you understand what Veterans Day is all about. It means the Donegal High School Christmas concert is the real start of the holiday season. It means you look forward to the talent show more than Christmas morning. It means you can't wait to get to the cafeteria on Chicken Bowl Day. It means that this year you made the magic happen for Cinderella. It means the senior parade is better than any parade on New Year's Day. And last but certainly not least, you know what it means to have pride in the tribe. I had a chance to reflect on the words of the song that the chorus sang tonight, I Hope You Dance. I began to realize what the words written by Mark Sanders and Tia Sillers may mean to you. Let's think about them one more time. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one breath for granted. God forbid love leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. Every year I make this point. Leaving Donegal High School is a two-way street. You leave with us a part of you. And in return, it is my hope and my belief that you will take a part of us with you. I offer to you my heartfelt congratulations. Dr. Ersprung, I would like to present to you the members of the Donegal High School class of 2016 as candidates for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Felix, and good evening, everyone. It has become a Donegal tradition to recognize a few special people on our graduation evening, and I would like to do that at this time. First, this year's retirees: Jill Craig, Bill Groff, Vicki Huck, Gail Musser, and Linda Myers. Please join me, everyone, in a round of applause. Next, I would ask the current and retired members of our school district, be you here on the turf field or in our stands, to please stand so that we can all thank you for your efforts, both past and present. Please stand. Lastly, I would like to recognize members of our Donegal team whose son or daughter graduates this evening. As your name is called, both parent and graduating senior, please stand to be recognized, and I would ask that we would wait to offer a round of applause after the last person is recognized. Bob Baronic, daughter Emma. Tammy Barrick, son Colin. Deanne Eby, son Bryce. Sandy Farmer, son Richard. Jan Ginder, son Christian. Janine and Ben Kling, daughter Megan. Patrick Mitchell, son Ryan. And Jacqueline Weber and daughter Jessica. Thank you. Peter, in your speech, you talked about the characteristics of a speech, and I'm afraid I might have hit a couple of those. Not sure. It is my pleasure to share a few thoughts this evening with the class of 2016. And because I don't think I can make eye contact with everyone, I'm going to focus on those right in front of me. Tonight's comments are wrapped around a quote from an Irish playwright, Oscar Wilde, who said, Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So who are you? And what are the skills, the smarts, that you take with you as you graduate from Donegal this evening? Researchers tell us that there are actually many different kinds of smarts. I would like us to take a brief look at them, and as we do, I would ask you, our graduating class, to try to identify where your strengths lie. Are you book or word smart? If so, language is your thing. Speaking, writing, debating, and yes, even telling a joke. Maybe you excelled academically, or you entertain your peers and your teachers with your sense of humor. Are you math or logic smart? If so, you love numbers. You use them to find and understand problems, and you use logic to solve puzzles. Maybe you couldn't wait for your math class or hope for a math question in the quiz bowl competition. Are you perhaps art or picture smart? If so, you think in images. You are aware of colors and textures around you. You like to draw, paint, or create. You may have helped prepare props for our theatrical productions or displayed your art at a high school art show or art auction. Are you self or introspection smart? You may reflect on your life, analyze your actions, seek answers to questions. Maybe you are the student who loved psychology class or someone who always asks the question, why? Are you movement smart? Do you learn by doing? Use your body language? Want to be actively engaged? If that's you, you perhaps look forward to a school assignment that involved building things or acting out concepts, or perhaps we saw you shine in an athletic competition. Are you people smart? You know how to relate to others, how to be part of the team, how to demonstrate empathy. If so, you have certainly supported your classmates during this school year, not only through the good times, but for the challenging times as well. Are you nature and environment smart? You love the outdoors, animals, all living things. You may have been a member of DEEP, the 4-H, or a scouting organization. You may farm, hunt, or fish, or perhaps you've helped in some way to clean up the environment. And finally, are you sound smart? You love music and rhythm. Yes, parents, these students might actually work better with music in the background. Your hands or your feet might often be moving and tapping with the beat. Perhaps we heard you sing or play an instrument in a DIIS concert or community event. As you listened to the different kinds of smart, hopefully you identified with one or more of them. I know that I can picture many of you in the different categories. Let the wind go by. As you make this transition from high school to the workforce, to the military, or to more years of schooling, I trust that you will be able to expand your areas of interest and strength, that you will cultivate them, hone them, and use them to lead you to a rewarding career and a fulfilling life. Use your many smarts to be the best that you can be, and remember the playwright's sentiment of, be yourself, everyone else is taken. My congratulations to the class of 2016. And lastly, for the official duty that is always needed on a graduation night, by the powers vested in me as a commissioned officer of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby declare before all persons assembled here tonight that these members of the Donegal High School class of 2016 have met or exceeded all requirements established by the Department of Education and the Board of School Directors of the Donegal School District
to become recipients of a high school diploma. It is with great pride that I state the class of 2016 is ready to graduate. Congratulations.
At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. Announcing the graduates will be class representatives Ms. Megan Kling and Ms. Rihanna Miles. Diplomas will be presented by Mr. Oliver Overlander, President of the Donegal School Board. Try and get this situated so that we have it.
Tess Elizabeth Fernald. Peter Ronald Rankin. Rihanna Sage Miles. Faraz S. Abuadra. Jordan Mercedes Altais. Rosaria Amato. Tyler Joseph Amsbacher. Megan Renee Aquino. Tamara Ann Arroyo. Jasmine Stephanie Avila. Micah Charles Barlett. Emma Elizabeth Baronic. Colin Thomas Barrick. Taylor Matthew Basham. Nicole Marie Bayman. Kyle Allen Beasley. Christopher Allen Bowden. Ashley Lynn Bender. Addison Skyla Bennett. Nathan Robert Bonham. Julian Frederick Albert Borum. Andrea Bosia. Matthew Robert Bradfield. Caitlin Rose Brady. Michael Paul Bralier. Brittany Marie Brown. Colin Michael Brown. Lauren Noel Brubaker. Lydia K. Brubaker. Evan Michael Burnett. Miranda Marie Burns. Riley Alexis Camp. Amy Nicole Sancier. Gabriela Magdalena Chicas Flores. Nicole Marie Chrysler. Alexander Michael Sezmaluski. Ashton Michael George Coleman. Caitlin Nicole Cortez. Chloe Paige Krager. Julia Lynn Crawford. Dominique Chantel Kressler.
Matthew Christopher Daly. Caitlin Marie Deibler. Lacey Patricia Del Rosario. Morgan James Demers. Samantha Marie Denny. Anthony Thomas Devonshire. Megan Lynn Diffenderfer. Austin Scott Daimler. Allison P. Dunkelberger. Bryce Edward Eby. Michael Joseph Ebersol. Lily Francis Ekman. Sarah Elizabeth Eshelman. Richard Austin Farmer. David Keith Fair. Michaela Ann Louise Felty. Michaela Elizabeth Fisher.
Alexa Adriana Flatt. Shade Charles Foreman. Alyssa Marie Fry. Peter Joseph Garner. Sylvia Ellen Garner. Oceana Luna Gilkerson Heineman. Christian Benjamin Ginder. Monica Hanny Gindy. Caden Glenn Godsey. Anna Victoria Gonzalez. Jordan Lee Goss. Luke Joseph Grady. Christopher Charles Poole Green. Megan Sarah Havener. Madison Taylor Hawk. Genesis Anne Marie Hawley. Hannah Claire Hensley. Sydney Michelle Herr. Brittany Lynn Hirsch. Emily Marie Hershey. Margot Caroline Herzog. Ethan David Hess. Gabrielle Renee Hess. Charlene Joanne Heaston. Malaysia Anye Hinton. Oh. Kylie Lauren Hoffman. Sarah Elizabeth Hollinger.
Pause for a second, Megan. Congratulations.
Zachary Thomas Horst. Marlena Isabella Ross.
Logan Charles Hungler. Justin Nathaniel James.
Congratulations, Logan.
Russell William Jenkins.
Congratulations.
Alan Paul Jimenez. Bryce Nicholas Jones.
Congratulations,
Harmony Hope Jones.
Congratulations.
Brandon Wesley Keener. Rachel Lynn Keener. Patrick Joel Keller. Kirsten Lynn Kennedy. Grady Thomas Keel. Elizabeth Aliona King. Megan Kathleen Kling. Alyssa Ray Kohler. Alex Michael Kozer. Lauren Ashley Kashiba. Corey Aiden Landis. Kayla Naisha LaVenture. Thomas Scott Lead. Dylan Matthew Leeper. Cole M. Leedy.
Congratulations.
Derek Frankie Lester. Jocelyn Nicole Liphart. Mario Lee Marshall. Colin John Martin. Cole Leonard Machino. Andrew William Mast. Cassandra Elizabeth McCartan.
Matthew Michael McLean. Chloe Elizabeth McNitt. Madison Cayenne Miles. Joshua David Miller. Zachary Lee Miller. Ryan Thomas Mitchell. Derek Scott Moore. Michelle Eugenia Montalegre. Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Alex Carabello Maupin. Noah Ramon Morales. Colin James Maurer. Austin Anthony Moyer. Cole Robert Murgich. Olivia Renee Musser. Madison Olivia Nye. Joanna Gail Nisley. Kayla Rose Nolan. Danielle Mary Noon. Ian Michael O'Connell. Natalie Christine Orr. Frankie Jr. Ortiz. Yara Liz Ortiz. Austin John Pennell. Shayla Melina Perez. Anthony Clayton Peters. Zachary Stephen Pfeiffer. Veronica Prokopova. Dominique Dion Ragland.
Miguel Angel Ramirez. Stephanie Ann Ream. Micah Alexander Reber. Ariana Jacqueline Rapine. Idelicia Luez Reynoso. Amelia Suzanne Rhodes. Isaac Rivera. Maggie Jean Roberts. Nicholas Michael Roden. Maria Camila Rodriguez. Austin Kane Rochelle. Randall Ray Rochelle. Aaron Carl Roseman. Benjamin Hunter Ross. Jacoya Marie Rule. Kyle Andrew Rupp. Tyler Scott Souder. Lucas Allen Shoeing. Margarita Ann Shalizzi. Zane Aaron Seitz. Miguel Antonio Serrano. Jared Ron Shank. Ashton Elaine Shelley. Tanner Scott Shirk. Emily Renee Silliman. Nathaniel William Slode. Haley Joe Smeltzler. Hayden Paul Smith. Tristan Alicia Sopko.
Austin Mitchell Stamen. Bria Nicole Stevens. Samantha Marie Stoner. Courtney Renee Stout. Brian Scott Strickler. Lewis Reed Somerville Jr. Benjamin Aaron Swaggart. Lindsay Kate Tarlecki. Svea Rose Tom. Troy Anthony Thompson. Spencer James Turpin. Radames Antonio Vasquez III. Isaac Angel Vasquez. Xiomara Johanna Villacorta Chicas. Allison Marie Walker. Kayla Marie Walker.
Courtney Marie Weaver. Jessica Ann Weber. Tara Elizabeth Welsh. Brandy Lynn Wisman. Princess Kiosha Whitfield. Katie Irene Wilkinson. Hannah Ruth Williams. Tyra Lynette Williams. Bailey Logan Whitmer. Allison Nicole Wivel. Lauren Alyssa Wood. Callie Elizabeth Yowler. Ashley C. Zakarowicz. Noah Andrew Zern. Haley Nicole Zink. Jordan Carl Zonin.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to once again introduce Senior Class President Megan Kling for the response of the class of 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the class, I proudly present to you the 2016 graduates of Donegal High School.
For the conclusion of our program, would you please all stand and join the class in the singing of the Donegal High School alma mater. And at the conclusion of the alma mater, I will ask the graduates to remain standing as the faculty moves into position to form a receiving line to applaud our graduates. Please remain standing, graduates, as the faculty moves into position. Graduates, you are dismissed.
There's a recycle bin down there.